Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go in. Hey, this is Face the Music, where we take the music, break it down, turn around a different take on the music. We gon' clown, bound, and act the fool, something stupid. So happy, Charlie Trouble, this how we do it.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
7 Mile
7
Radio.
Mile Radio.
7 Mile Radio. You get no creepy uncle this Tuesday. You just get the hapsters all in the microphone. So what you gonna do, brother? No.
I ain't heard that shit in so long. Boy.
I don't know what made me do that just now.
Say, man, you got that yellow shirt on, like you straight Hulkamania.
You remember that? Hey, you remember that time when Booker T fucked up and was like, "We coming to see you, nigga."
You're right. That was so funny.
That nigga said,
That was classic.
You, nigga.
That's classic. Stuff made from legends. Hey, y'all.
What's
You're
going
watching Face the Music.
on?
It's your girl, Miss Happy.
Yeah.
What up, though? And you already know. And then we got our boy over here. What's your name, Neil?
Young OG, man. Shit, boy, trouble. Hey, I was thinking about that shit. Why niggas be saying that? So I'm young and I'm informational and shit. You know what
Really?
I'm saying? I give young niggas, old niggas advice. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was an old nigga in my past life. I feel like I can feel it in my knees when I wake up.
You know
some
what?
days.
You are kind of old.
I'm an old
soul.
soul. Yeah,
You are.
I get along with old people good. They love the fuck out of me. Like
You're
You
an
just don't know- You
a-hole.
just don't know a lot about 90s shit.
I know a lot about the '90s shit. I just don't like speaking on it. Cause it was. Look, the '90s shit be just as bad as the shit now.
Yeah.
It's just the way they compare it. They make it seem like all this shit niggas doing now is new.
Yeah, we just have this magnifying glass called social media and
Yeah.
phones. And,
Yeah.
you know, everything's digital now in your face. So it's like we see more of what.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot in the 90s.
yeah, I did too. I was
I've seen
around
a
for that
whole
part.
lot. I mean,
I was
I grew
around.
up off of Two Live Crib.
Yeah, if you were
Uncle
there,
Luke.
you see
Yeah.
really no difference in what
Prince.
you seen
Uncle
now
Luke, yeah,
and back
yeah.
then. You know?
They were pulling booty holes out in the '90s, taking pictures, posing for pictures and shit.
Doing all type of
You
stuff.
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
I grew up off of Prince. I mean, he taught us that you have to have coochie control.
I just had an argument with a nigga the other day, right, about Tank, the boxer. He was like, man, these young niggas is so weird. That little nigga carrying around a purse, right? He be carrying, it's not a purse, but it's like a,
briefcase, kind of.
nah, it look like a little, it's like a almost like a pocketbook in a way. But it's like a Birkin. So it's like a fucking, like a $30,000 little, like,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. A
It's
merce,
a, man,
whatever the fuck you want to call it.
it's a man purse, but they used to
But
carry
look,
the
fanny
briefcase.
packs. I used to look. I compared it to the fanny pack. I said, "What about y'all niggas in the '90s acting like these niggas is weird?" Now y'all niggas used to wear fanny fucking
packs.
packs.
Yeah.
That's true.
I remember grown men wearing fucking fanny packs.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was faggoty then. And they used
Don't
to wear them in the
use
front.
that word.
They used to wear them. You see, I extended it. I used,
You put the itty on
Eddie
it.
on that. They used to wear them around the back, on the front. I see a nigga on the bike wearing them. I see a nigga walk around in them. They go to the club in them. I'm like, them bitches is purses. That's what I thought.
First
But that
off-
was cool then. It's cool when they do it.
It's a problem when I do it.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was
Wait a
terrible.
minute. Little miss, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, she slid up out of here too.
She in the
We caught it
background.
on the camera,
Quick
and you can
shit.
still see her on the camera. It's the crazy part. Hell yeah, all of you.
She,
This camera picks up everything back there. You had to, yeah, you had to probably sit up there.
she in the background like
Now she's even more in the camera. What she need to do is sit under that light.
See me right here.
Yes, you can.
oh yeah,
Look, there
you're
you
right
go.
next to him.
I told you there's nowhere. Listen.
All right, I'm gonna stay here.
It's literally somebody.
She over there
behind
high
her.
like a side chick.
What up, though? Let's say what up, though, to
I'm
Ballroom.
just trying to respect your
Under that light.
situation.
Other than that,
What's up, Ballroom Dre and Mr. Moral Support?
This one behind that one?
They online.
Yeah. Ballroom Dre talking about something
What up,
happy,
though?
bright as hell today. First
Uh-huh.
off, mind your business. I
Hey.
am bright. I wanted to be seen. I'm chocolatey.
Speaking of that, man, happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers. Brother Mark, happy belated Father's Day to you, my boy.
Big up to the fathers that's doing the doggone thing.
Because it's crazy. Our last show was right after Mother's Day, too. You know what I'm saying? We can't give the mamas a shout out, so we're going to shout out the daddies. You know, feel me? You know what I'm saying, baby daddy?
I'm going to tell you what's funny, what happened to me. One of my clients, I love her. She's so awesome. But she said, I said, y'all said have fun on Father's Day because she was taking her husband out. I mean, I didn't mean to say that like you're the father, but you know. And she was like, oh, happy Father's Day to you too.
Yeah.
I said, she said, since you do both. I said, no. My son has a daddy.
Yeah.
And she said,
No, I'm not one of those, sweetheart.
right. So she said, oh, no, I didn't mean anything by it. You know, you just do so much. I'm like, I'm not one of those females that subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a mom, and I'm happy and proud of being a mom.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to be a mom.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a daddy, too.
That's
so
what's up.
I turned
That's
around
what's
and
up.
said, I'm not that baby's pappy.
That's what's up. Hey, you know, my mama like that. Like, she the opposite. You know, like, she really get mad at me, like, if I don't hit her up and wish her a happy Father's Day. I'm like, that's got to be a mental illness. She should be able to get a check for that shit. She should be able to get it. Because she really be, like, in her feelings, like, so you just not going to call me today. I'm like,
Your mom?
My mom. But she subscribed to that shit. She used to always tell us growing up, I'm the mama and the daddy. She hung her hat on that shit, boy. She thought that shit was the thing to do.
Yeah, I can't subscribe to it,
Yeah,
but
she do.
more power to those who do for whatever reason.
No power to you, motherfuckers.
Look, because to each their own.
Let them
don't do
man
it.
see their babies.
Right.
Man.
Please.
Let them
Please
niggas
and
see their
thank you.
babies.
Please
Crazy-
and thank you.
crazy
Because
ass.
I can't stand. Well, respectfully, I can't stand
Yeah.
my son's father. Respectfully.
Yeah.
But I don't have nothing to do with him being my son's father.
That's
Go
a
on
fact.
over there.
That's a fact.
You know, he's
That's a
with them
fact.
now.
Yeah.
You know, he'll come back Thursday. I'm cool with that.
That's lit.
You know, I just don't have to talk to you. I talk to him every now and again when we
Yeah.
need to speak on something about
Yeah.
our son. We're cordial, but
Yeah.
he's not somebody I'm like, hey, come on, we're having a
Hey,
barbecue. Come
what's,
hang out.
You know what's
Nah.
crazy? I feel like, and this might be a wild statement. I didn't think about it a lot before I'm finna say it. I'm just thinking about it right now.
Lord Jesus. Hold on to your seats, America.
I feel like there aren't necessarily bad moms and dads. I feel like some parents just require training wheels in a way. Like some people have that natural maternal instinct where they could just be great fucking parents for whatever reason. They
Right.
could just be great. They're nurturing, they're
Right.
loving, they're caring, they bring
Right.
you in, they up in arms, they nurse your boo-boos and
Uh-huh.
rock you to sleep. And then some motherfuckers just be like, get away from me for a little while. But I've noticed those same motherfuckers over time, they grow into be better parents. Like it just take them a little longer. They got to take baby steps in a way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like motherfuckers be needing training wheels. So it be, you know, like to say like situation like that is it's like not to say he's a bad
No,
dad.
he's
You know,
not a bad dad.
Yeah, you know,
No,
motherfucker.
I just don't like him.
everybody don't start off their best.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't
Sometimes
like him. I
motherfuckers
have
just
my
need a little-
reasons. You know, but my son love him. So
Yeah.
amen. Hallelujah.
That's
I'm
what's
glad
up.
they have a good. Now, if they
what's up.
had a horrible relationship and
Yeah.
I didn't like them, that'd be like, damn.
Yeah, nah, it's fuck you, nigga. Nah, it's fuck you.
So-
Hello from the other side.
From the other
Nah, it's hello from the other side, nigga. I'll see you in court, nigga. Hey,
But-
speaking of fucked up fathers, y'all see that shit they doing to Russell Simmons?
Uh-uh.
What? Y'all ain't see that?
No. No, I haven't.
Hey, Kimora Lee Simmons unleashed the dragon on this nigga. Right? She post screenshot text messages. She say dog broke. He down bad. She trying to say he a deadbeat. She trying to say he don't do nothing for the kids. He harassed them. She said this nigga so crazy that he has sent himself roses to his office and post pictures and say that she sent them. She was like, she did an interview like, this nigga is out of his shit. And then his daughter followed up basically behind it and was like, you know, I used to protect my dad when I was 15. I didn't know what was going on, but you know, you can't treat your kids this way. She started crying, like she went on live, and I don't give a fuck what I'm going through. I'm not gonna be on live crying about nothing.
But I mean, I feel like
they did him bad.
I feel like, so it's funny that you said that they went live and said that. My dad was watching, because I'm the one in the family that don't necessarily watch TV.
Yeah.
But my pops was watching a documentary about Gregory Hines and his brother. I believe his name is Maurice. Yeah, Maurice Hines. And he was saying, we had an issue when he went public about the family's issues.
Yeah.
He said, but his friend, I think it was his partner, said, I believe. I didn't watch the. It's okay. But he kept saying, it doesn't matter. He won't even talk to me about it. He don't talk to me. He never badmouths his brother. So he had a problem with the fact that Gregory, and I love Gregory Hines.
I don't even know who that nigga is.
Rest in peace. He's a legend, dude. So you watched
you've seen him before.
Yeah, you've seen him before on what's the Whitney Houston movie with the Loretta Devine and all of them? Waiting to Exhale, right?
Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah, Waiting to Exhale. Remember when she was walking and she was switching? Okay, never mind.
Bodyguard.
Nope, never
Preacher's
mind.
Wife.
Never mind.
That's it.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's bad. Putting the family business out there is bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I know that dude.
He had the song. He sung.
He look like Lionel Richie. He could be related to Lionel Richie.
I mean,
I remember him.
Skin.
He like Lionel Richie and Tupac at the same time, and Scottie Pippen. He look like Lionel Richie, Tupac, and Scottie Pippen.
And Lionel Richie mix. Yes.
He look like Lionel Richie and Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, not Tupac. Yeah.
The eyebrows gave me Tupac, and then the teeth too. You know, Tupac teeth wasn't the best. You know, but yeah, that's crazy though. That's you know, it's no place for family business on the internet.
Not on the internet.
That's when I don't care what, and I don't care what it's about. I don't care how bad it. I don't care how bad it. That's when I just.
And my whole point
I lose respect
is,
for people when they go to the internet about it.
What's your?
I lose all respect for people.
Right. What was your point? Why would you do that?
You want to publicly shame something?
Because why? Because this is your ex-husband.
Yeah.
Right, and your kids.
And he put her on. Like,
right.
What the fuck was Kimora Lee before Russell Simmons?
Right. So.
An immigrant.
You know what? I
feel like he helped her get her paperwork together. He gave her baby fat. Remember all the girls was wearing that shit in high school?
Yes.
That was Russell Simmons.
Okay.
They did that nigga dirty. You got to see the story.
My whole point is, that's dirty. Because, even with my son's father, I say you don't see me bad mouthing him. Like, I don't go, because the reason why I don't like him is because blah, 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 blah. Don't nobody need to know all that.
Yeah.
I just say it to make a point that even though our relationship is not necessarily the best, I don't interfere with that. That's the only reason why I say that. Yeah. But I don't dog him out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because why?
Yeah. That's lit. I remember saying a while ago, a few shows back, the world needs more happies. This generation of women needs some happies. Man. And the men, too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is, everybody's without, guidance. Motherfuckers need not to say you old here, but, that advice.
Everybody needs some happy in their life.
Man, because that advice, that is, especially from a person that's been through it, you give it from your perspective and make it make sense.
Right.
Versus people trying to look for leadership through rap music.
And dumb stuff like that.
Niggas looking to Lil NBA young boy. This nigga got the whole world doing some weird shit right now. That nigga is so zesty. That boy, 30 days straight, I've been about that nigga boy get away with some weird shit. He get away with some weird shit.
Well, Trouble, you got called out. So Mr. Moore Support said, how Trouble know the 90s and don't know Gregory Hines?
I was born in the 90s, so you got to give me some slack. I was born 1990. So at the end, in October. So.
And I can't answer that question, Mr. Moore Support, as far as why do women. I think it comes from a sense of bitterness. If they're having any issues with men in their life. What was the question? It says single dads don't try to step in on Mother's Day. Why do women do it? And I'm like, I think it comes from a place of bitterness.
Yeah. Hey, I hate social media on Father's Day too. It be some of the most bitterest, poor pussy management skill having ass women on the planet. They wake up early too, cause I get up early. You know what I'm saying? Cause They got to be to work at like 8 in the morning, so I'll be up by like 7. You know, 6:37. Them bitches be on the internet 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning talking about, oh, I forgot today was Father's Day. The fuck? Like, they be, you be like, why are you so angry? And then I don't like how they take the day to like just, it be like the Tupac song, like the first off, fuck your bitch, like every Father's Day. It's like the greatest dish you ever seen. You like, damn. On Mother's Day, everybody love their mamas. Everybody hate their daddies.
That's always an indication. Because, like, first off, it's like you have the women that always want to tell a man how to be a father.
Yeah.
That's the first big X right there.
Or how to be a man, period.
Period, right?
Yeah.
And then it's always coming from women who didn't have fathers themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the women who have, or even, sometimes women come from a household where they didn't have fathers and they have good sense enough to know not to try to tell a man to be a man. But it's always the women who they never had a good example of a man in their life trying to tell a man what he should be and how to be a father and shit.
Yeah. I started writing this.
As hell.
I started writing a status yesterday, and I erased it because I was like, I hate arguing with people. I ain't gonna let me take that back. Because I argue the motherfucker like I'm so sharp with my words, and I speak with a lot of conviction on the internet. Like, I hurt a nigga feelings. I enjoy it too. Like, don't get into a war of words with me on the internet. I'll tear your ass up. But I started writing a status, and I was like, because I seen some stuff, right? Some chicks was posting pictures of their kids and little videos and different shit, and I thought it was like, out of bounds, like, disrespectful, like how chicks be posting their kids cussing, thinking it's cute, little shit like that. And I was like, man, it's crazy how, and this is men and women, they tend to hold their partners to a higher standard than they do for their own children. It's like, you want the motherfucker you dealing with to be here, but you allow your fucking kid to just coast here and do whatever the fuck they want to and grow up to be a piece of shit. And then when the next generation of chicks be talking about niggas ain't shit, is because them ain't shit niggas was raised by a generation of ain't shit bitches. So it's kind of like, it's a never ending cycle.
Women that a lot of times prevent these dads from being in the child's life and implement any kind of structure or any kind of input or anything. They just want to control everything. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And then you just go along with whatever I say type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy part about it, I feel like I believe it's learned behavior. I think it's a learned behavior for women to feel like they have to dominate everything, and it's a learned behavior for men to just be like, you know what, F it, walk away. You know what I'm saying? My daddy walked away. I'm gonna walk away too. And we have to get to the point where women have to back off and men have to step up. Yeah. But it takes both to do both. Men step up, women back off. Yeah. And not back off to the point to where we going backwards where men don't let you say anything and
I never been with that.
Right.
I never liked that.
Right.
Like, I like how I've always been on that wave of like, I always felt men and women should be equal in every aspect.
Right.
I never felt like a woman should be held to a lower standard of a man or in any capacity. Like, when I say shut the fuck up, bitch, you shut up. Like, I never felt like you should just be in the house butt naked. Just barefoot and pregnant and
who
like,
wants a woman like that? Like,
I don't want no slave.
Like,
that's
like
a slave.
What kind of dude?
That's a slave. Like that.
Like that?
I want a human.
Right.
I want to be with a human. You know.
And
what
then
I mean?
as a woman, I don't want no man that's just gonna shut the hell up because I told him to shut the hell up. Like what? Yeah. So something is wrong with that whole situation.
Why is that even the basis of like it's so everything is about control, huh? Like me just
either one want to control the other, or
but that's what it is. It's a power battle. It's a power. Man, it's a power struggle.
When it shouldn't, because we're not in competition.
Man,
we've said that several times on this show.
Man,
we're not in competition with one another. Women, we have our place in our roles. Me and y'all have your place in your roles. Now, sometimes, depending on what the situation is, the roles can be whatever the hell fits that situation.
Yeah.
But we allow outside people to tell us, oh no, the man should be doing this and the woman should be.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then you're wrong if you don't agree with it and
adhere to
you're
that.
Wrong if you don't live that.
God forbid you have an opinion. Right. Oh, they crucifying your ass for that shit. You don't follow rules, nigga. You don't get in line.
Your rules and shit. Man, get the fuck out.
But that's really what it is. It's a power struggle, and I always say that, man. Like it's it's teamwork, man. Like together, everybody achieves more is what team means. You know what I'm saying? So when you work together, make it easier. It's just like basketball. Some nights you're gonna score 50, nigga. Some nights you're gonna score 10 and have 15 assists. Sometimes it may require for you to sit back and pass the ball. Yeah. You ain't always got to be LeBron. You ain't always got to be Michael Jordan. And sometimes you got to sit back and motherfucker be Scottie Pippen, nigga. Pass the ball.
Hey, and there's going to be sometimes you
y'all win.
Sit on the ding-dong bench.
On the bench.
And let the other person lead if that's what's required.
But you got to be willing to do your part in order for that motherfucking team to function successfully, for it to operate, for it to work.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like an engine. That shit got gears in it. Every gear serves a part. Some gears are bigger than others. Some gears are this fucking big. Some gears are this fucking small. But if the big gear, if this little gear is missing, the big gear won't work. It's all it's a balance. It's a machine. Yeah,
it's such a balance.
And it's simple, but it's just motherfuckers be stupid.
No, people don't know how to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
You even got signs on the freeway because even though there's obviously lanes.
Yeah.
And you should obviously pick one. You still need a sign to tell dumb mother lovers.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stay in they damn.
I ain't gonna lie. When that bitch say construction, I do kick the speed up a little bit. They be like, slow down, construction ahead. Fuck them. That mean traffic coming. Let me get ahead of this shit.
Don't hit nobody.
Fuck them. I did see that shit like 75,000 plus 15 years plus. That's a scary sign.
It is. So you should slow down.
Scary. They better stay out of the street.
He turning to Rick Ross.
Because if I hit you, I ain't gonna lie though. If I hit your ass at 85, I'm not slowing down.
Oh my God!
I got an 85 mile per hour head start on you, nigga.
Views and opinions
we need
that
a
you
sound
hear
bite
are
right
not
there.
of 7mileradio.com. They're exclusively the views and opinions of Trouble and this damn show.
I remember. Look, I was with my boy one time. This was when we stayed in fucking. I think it was in Baltimore. And no, we went to Baltimore because they got the cameras. They got speed cameras. And we was in Connecticut. And we was driving. And he was already doing like the speed limit like 50 on the freeway out there. It's slow as hell, slow motion. So he doing like 85. We running late to get to work. So we ride past. We see the state trooper. We see him. He jumped out the car, right? Put the gun out like this. And then we see him clocking us as we coming down. But out there, this nigga walked in the middle of the freeway. And was like telling us with his hand to pull over. So he started slowing down. He like, oh shit, bro, they got me. And I felt the car slowing down. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? He like, nigga said I gotta pull over. I'm like, bruh, we at 85. And we got an 85 mile per hour head start, and this nigga ain't even in his car. Go down it, nigga. Punch it. I swear to God, he'll tell you.
That you hear,
hey, look, I pushed his knee down on the gas.
You made him. He
was acting like a bitch. Come on. But the cop never got behind us, obviously, because, I mean, shit, we got a 100 mile per hour head start. This nigga ain't even in his car.
As bad as it sounds, the Hapsters agree.
You would have put
go, nigga. Over, huh? Go, nigga. Now, if you see the lights and he get behind us, obviously we ain't going on no high speed chase. But
hey, right.
Yeah. Let's get as far out ahead of this nigga as we can.
What are you gonna do?
And come up at the next exit. Let's get the fucking left, right.
It's kind of like you did him like they the hall monitors back in school.
Yeah.
Here, come get this ticket. No, I'm not getting this ticket. No.
You gotta earn this.
Right.
You gotta earn this. Man, for real.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get off into the show itself.
Because we went left.
We did, but it was
fun though.
It was great conversation.
Yeah, it was fun though. Left be fun.
Don't nobody want to be right.
The leftists.
But everybody want to be left.
The leftists. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about what we've been talking about actually, self-observation and self-preservation. Mm-hmm. And really taking a look at yourself.
Yeah.
When is it time to really reflect on yourself? Mm-hmm. When I think about it, I think that this is a daily thing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, I think that's something that should constantly happen. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
continuously.
There's no date, like, okay, well, every third Wednesday, I'm gonna reflect on myself. You know what I mean? That's part of the problem with a lot of people. I feel like, and we all make mistakes, right? Mm-hmm. But just on the surface of it, people do things without thinking about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, without thinking about the consequences.
I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Somebody says something without thinking about the consequences.
Right. Because Hold Dre said trouble is not the one to go on a road trip with.
Uh-oh.
No, we're all gonna be in jail.
Hell yeah, especially if we on the Ohio Turnpike, nigga. Go. We not going to jail in Ohio. We ain't never getting out. We gonna be in that bitch on federal crime for speeding. Like what?
Especially now if we got Michigan plates.
Oh, man, get the fuck out of there, boy.
I go to speed limit when I go through Ohio. I do.
Be out of that bitch.
Listen,
I know them too because they got them little pockets. I know
they
where
do.
The little
they got the pockets.
I'm
and
stabbing on their dumb ass.
They just pop up. I seen them come out of that little thing real quick. They
what?
like, I'm like,
God knew better than to give me a Hemi. I got a turbo though. I get the fuck. Oh, I get little on them niggas. Biggest, littlest nigga you ever seen in your life.
I'm glad you don't use your real name on the show because you have cops right now trying to pull you up.
I got speeding tickets. I don't pay them though. All my shit expired. That was God did that. God did.
Expired.
They expired. Yeah, all my tickets, they got to the point where they went so long without me paying them, they just kind of washed them away.
They expired?
Give me a fresh start, yeah.
How?
I got my license. They give me my license back.
Nobody else has this privilege.
You got to wait for a while. I drove without a license for like 10 years.
Jesus is on your side, my brother.
Yep. Somebody fucking with me. Somebody fucking with me. I got some, you know what I'm saying?
He got his tickets from the dairy aisle and shit.
Yeah.
Barney Fife wrote his
You got to earn it, man. You got to catch me. You gotta catch. Hey, but I had BMWs. They fast. They fast. I gotta go. Excuse me, sir.
Not excuse me, sir.
I'm out of here. You gotta earn this ticket. I'm not finna sit and wait for getting no motherfucking 100 over.
Back to the self-preservation with your crazy self.
I was preserving myself.
That's one way to look at it.
Put that ticket on ice, nigga. Fuck that. You know how expensive that shit is. Fuck that. And the horse it rode in on. I'm not taking no 100 over ticket. I remember I got stopped one time. I was coming here from New York to fucking Detroit. And you know how it's a 10-hour drive, but that last hour you punching it like, fuck it, I'm almost home. I'm fighting my eyelids.
Philadelphia.
Look, I'm sleepy as hell. I gotta get home. I'm punching it last hour, and it was a state trooper. He sit in the middle of the fucking like on the grass in the island type shit. He had his lights off. And I already knew some shit because my man's in Massachusetts had told me, he was like, anytime a cop is on duty, they got to have their lights on. Or else, technically, they not on duty. Mm-hmm. It's entrapment. So I rolled past the nigga. He was sitting there completely black. I'm talking about like blacked out. No headlights, no tail lights, no nothing. But when I went past him, he turned his headlights on and it spooked me. So I swerved like, oh, shit. What the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Right. Spooked the fuck out of me because it's dark as hell. You know what I mean? I just drive through the nighttime. So when he caught up to me, he was like, you know how fast you was going back there? And then I asked him the same question, like, you know, you didn't have your lights on back there? And then, so we were just staring at each other. He was like, you got your license? I was like, question for you. What you did is entrapment, right? Because you was on duty, but you was off duty because you ain't had your lights on. He took my license and he came back with a ticket for 5 over. I was doing 115 down I-75. That nigga wrote me a ticket for 5 over because we both knew the other nigga was wrong.
Right.
It's like,
well, you wrong
for speeding.
I'm wrong.
You was wrong for not doing that for cheating.
Right.
You was
speeding
cheating.
And you cheating.
You know?
Okay, so back to self-preservation. And you were making a point. I'm sorry I did cut you off. I don't know if you remember what your point was.
I don't.
Okay.
He said, I don't.
But why is it that we wait so long to start reflecting on ourselves? It seems like we'll burn ourselves out and then we're like, I need to take care of me. It's like, why do we do that?
Yeah.
Because like we said, we should be doing that on a daily basis, but 9 times out of 10, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, when you are invested in, sometimes directly or indirectly in, other people, you know what I'm saying, you can lose sight of,
yourself.
What you, you're trying to provide and do for other people and make them happy in whatever capacity that they're in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes, you stretch yourself thin, to the point where you ain't got nothing for yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I always say, you probably heard me say it before, like sometimes you got to be careful on how much you give to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
How much you give for people, because sometimes it ain't that you don't want to do it no more. It's that you can't. Sometimes you just
got to give. Yeah.
You don't have it, and
sometimes you may need something for yourself, and you be considerate of people and trying to please them. I ain't want to say people please, but please them.
Yeah.
To the point where you ain't got shit for yourself.
You don't have anything for yourself.
I've been there a few times, man.
Me too.
When you get to a position when you're just emotionally exhausted,
boy,
you just kind of gotta, and you don't want to, but you kind of gotta be like, fuck everybody.
Right.
You gotta start, you know what I'm saying, putting yourself first in the situation, and it feels selfish for a moment. But then at the same time, you gotta preserve yourself, like you said, you gotta protect yourself.
And I've been there multiple times. Shit, I'm there right now, and then it feel like it's crazy when, like you say, you gotta be selfish when everybody already perceive you to be selfish. Though now you gotta be like, damn, what the fuck? I can't have nothing for myself and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
it's always wrong when you think of you in the eyes of some motherfuckers.
Right.
When you gotta consider yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like and that's why they always say. It's three sides to a story. Because a motherfucker can make it seem like it's something it ain't.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why, like, we did a podcast not that long ago on the absentee fathers, where he was like, would you rather have a partial father sometimes there or just never at all?
Right.
And that falls into it's three sides to a story. It's this side, and then the truth.
Right.
Sometimes a motherfucker just be emotionally, mentally tapped out. And you got to kind of walk away to preserve yourself. Right. And it's not necessarily, and that's what I was saying in the beginning of the show, some motherfuckers need training wheels. Because it's not necessarily you saying, hey, fuck the kid. It's just like, in this moment, I can't be of any service to this child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through so much mentally, physically, emotionally, not physically, but mentally, emotionally with this situation. You know what I'm saying? This situation, period. I got to just remove myself from it because I can't pour in anything into it. I can't give anything to it. So I got to just remove myself away from it for a little while, get myself right before I can come back and, you know what I'm saying? Right. Pour into it. So sometimes it's like that, man. It's about, you have to kick. It's a natural instinct to kick into like self-preservation. Like you gotta look out for yourself sometimes, and that's okay, because motherfuckers make you feel like that shit wrong. Yeah, and it's not. You gotta look out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, nobody else will.
Absolutely. So that's why it's important to do it daily, because when we get to the point where we're completely tapped out, and you still have people who need you there, but you're not present. Even if you're present, it's like physically present, you're not present. So it's so important to just reflect on yourself. Take a day for yourself. Take a rest.
Take a week. Take a month, motherfucker.
Hey, if you say yes, 65% of the time, hey, turn it down to
get great at saying no.
Right. Go down to 55%, 45%.
And I learned that shit too. If you're a great yeser, be an even greater knower.
Right.
Like, I've time to you got to get great at saying no. Because too many times you'll just give.
And that's the
you ain't got nothing left for yourself. So get better at saying no than you are at saying yes. Sometimes I be practicing, I be teaching my son that all the time. I be telling him, like, listen, baby, you got to understand that it's going to be no.
Right.
Sometimes. Because anytime you tell him no, he just break and fall apart.
That's human instinct. Pieces, like. That's just human instinct. We do not like the word no. We don't like the word no. I don't care if you're a male, female, what. We don't like the word no. If I ask you, hey, can you follow me to the gas station? You be like, no, I can't.
Nah, I can't do it, bro.
No,
man, you can't follow me to motherfucking gas.
Right. You know,
nah, bro, I ain't even got no gas in my own shit. You know
so you need to go to the gas station. Now I'm gonna try to convince you. You need to follow me.
Man, hey, that self-preservation shit is important, man.
It is.
It's so important.
It is.
It's so important because, like I said, like if you ain't got shit left for you, you can't pour into nobody else. You can't. You are of no service to anybody else. If you have nothing left for you, if at the end of the day you ain't got shit left for you,
for nobody,
you got nothing for nobody. You running on fumes,
right?
Nigga, we gon', you know what I'm saying? Shit, if your shit below the motherfucking E, your needle below the E, we only gonna go but so far if you in the car with
and
me.
then we're kaput.
Then we push it.
Right. So Mr. Moral Support said something that I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. He said, because we don't pay attention till it all starts to crumble. And that's so true. Yeah. When you notice that everything around you is just tumbling down and you're like, what the hell? Because I call myself building, but you building, but what the foundation you on ain't solid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make sure that you preserve yourself. Even when you take a flight, they tell you, put your mask on first before you help somebody else.
Yeah.
And you over here, mask.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be panicking like a bitch, boy. This bitch going down, fuck everybody. Whoa, fuck that mask. Get it off.
Speaking of panic, I posted a stat earlier, man, and imagine paying $250,000 to go underwater to see a museum exhibit, and then you become a part of the exhibit.
Right.
What happened? The submarine?
The 5-passenger submarine, the tickets is $250,000
a piece?
A piece, and there's 5 of them down there. They went down there, and now it's lost. And on the vessel is the CEO of the company, who's a billionaire. Okay,
that's $2.25 million. Just
world-renowned
died down there.
They got as of right now, they have 30 hours of oxygen left.
Yeah, because they only had 96 hours or something like that of oxygen left.
They ain't got no more ships to send down there to get them.
Man, they can't. It ain't nothing in the military. Can't even go that deep.
Oh, they got hit by by the Meg.
The Meg.
The big shark. The Meg hit his ass.
But we don't know what's down there. It either malfunction. That's what I think. I think either it malfunctioned, just absolutely malfunctioned.
Man, we ain't got no business and everything, dog.
Or something, because there's things in the ocean that's huge.
That's a different world.
It can swallow you.
Listen, it's parts of the world, like of land, that we ain't discovered yet.
No.
I wouldn't dare get in the water and try to figure that shit out.
And go all the way down there.
It's a million different.
You know how many
billion different species of motherfuckers.
You know how many times the earth then flooded? You know, you got a lot of stuff down there. They
found Atlantis, and them niggas was like, "Yeah, I ain't going back." Right. There was them niggas that was on Black Panther with the little wings on his feet. He caught them niggas. He's like, "That's over, bro. You here now." That's crazy.
They said it's a mechanism on it that's supposed to make it float back up to the surface.
Like a parachute kind of thing.
If it malfunction, it's just supposed to default. You float back to the surface. So they hoping that if it came back up to the surface, and they just ain't found it yet. But they've been.
See, but when you go so deep and when you come up that fast, your lungs explode, your head explode, all that shit.
And that's what they talking about, the pressure from.
Yeah, the pressure from. They did either way. They did either way.
And
it's so sad. I was just like, oh my God.
Listen, the CEO of the company who created the whole what's the name is down there.
He deserved that.
That's not.
You ain't got no business down there, dog.
And there was so many
remember
people.
Remember the irony of that, though. Like,
hey, you remember on Kings of Comedy when Cedric Entertainment was like, he's like, motherfuckers run right into some shit like, what the fuck is going on? And then he said, nigga, beat it, boop, boop. Why didn't nobody tell me? I'm not going in the motherfucking. What the fuck we need to go down there for? There's certain things that are just beyond us. We don't need to.
I didn't mean to derail the subject.
I ain't tapping into that. I ain't fucking with no water. And I think I'm a water sign. What is Scorpio? Is it water sign?
I don't know.
I don't know either. She is.
You probably land.
Probably fire. It's fire. It's fire.
Fire, yeah.
Fire, yeah.
She said land.
Yeah,
whatever.
I am spicy.
What in the Captain Planet is going? Earth,
land,
water.
She brought out the ring.
It does some land.
That's a land sign.
Like what the?
It's safe up there, nigga. That nigga.
Y'all knew what I meant.
That nigga.
Leave me alone.
But no, back to that self-preservation shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like my biggest critic, right? I am my biggest critic. I'm not gonna say I don't like. I'm a big every day, right? Every day I always take time, self-reflect. And I think that's a gift. Like I'm so grateful for that ability because everybody can't do that. I don't necessarily have to have a conversation. Like I can have a conversation. Like, right, we can have an argument. I don't necessarily have to sit down with somebody for them to say you was wrong here, you was wrong there. I can sit back and literally by myself and reflect and think about that situation word for word, and I have an amazing memory. I don't forget shit. And I sit back and think about the entire conversation. Was like, and I can criticize myself and say you was wrong there. You shouldn't have said that. You could have handled this better. You could have just shut the fuck up right there. You didn't have to say that. You did too much there, or you didn't do enough there. You didn't expound enough.
It's crazy how we always that observant of the shit after the fact, though.
Yeah, always.
It's after
That's how you. That's what reflection is. That's the whole thing.
But that's how you learn.
That's what it is. That's how you learn. You only learn through
yourself.
error.
Because exactly,
experience is the best teacher of.
Absolutely.
Like you gotta go through it.
You know,
you're not gonna always get it right the first time. And some people are gifted, like a Floyd Mayweather. Right? A nigga can go through boxing his whole life and just beat everybody's ass. But then there's people like Ali who gotta come sometimes get his ass whooped for him to learn the right way. Oh, I probably should have did this, and then go back and beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how life is. It's weird, man. It's like one of them motherfucking little globes you shake up and you don't know what the fuck gonna fall. Life is like
a
how the
box of
pieces,
chocolate.
man. That's how the pieces fall. Sometimes how the cookie crumble. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could be one of the motherfuckers that's just great in every area, and sometimes you just suck at everything. That's just it. Sometimes you super athletic, and then sometimes you just crazy overweight.
Just a
Maybe
dweeb.
just not your thing. Maybe one of your feet are bigger
Napoleon
than
Dynamite.
like you know, you're gonna either be Michael Jordan or you can goddamn be
Napoleon
knows?
Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite. Whitey Duvall, nigga. You could be, you know what I mean? Nigga, 1 foot bigger than the other one. You could be that. But
Right.
you gotta be able to take that time to self-reflect. I think those motherfuckers that think that they always right in every situation and did everything right are complete fucking poison. Like, that's toxic. Have you ever seen a Komodo dragon eat some shit in the wild?
I literally just seen that.
How that bitch slob and hit it
my
with the
God.
poison? That's those kind of people. That's a Komodo fucking dragon. The motherfuckers that feel like I did everything right in that situation. I said everything right. I did everything right. I couldn't have done it any better. Those motherfuckers that can't even self-criticize. Like, I understand some people that can't take criticism from others.
Yes.
But for a motherfucker that can't even self-criticize.
Right. You can't even.
You can't look at yourself and see what you
Those
did
are the
wrong.
people. Let me see if I can say it right
That's
this time. Narcissistic.
Narcissistic. There you go. Toxicity.
Yeah, if you can wake up every day and lie to yourself,
That he's a crazy
about
mother
what
lover.
it is that you are, you know what I'm saying,
Man.
and just parade around and just expect everybody to just believe it. Then it's you.
And that's the majority of motherfuckers nowadays, though. That's the majority of motherfuckers nowadays.
And some is way deeper than others.
Way
Like,
deeper than rap. Hey, some motherfuckers that go through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 relationships, and they all fail, and they'll blame that other motherfucker for every single thing.
Oh boy.
You like, you the only common denominator in all them situations. Like, some of them motherfuckers go on to live great lives and be in great relationships, and you still bitter and miserable.
But you know what?
But you gonna still say that was the problem.
And you know what?
Like, man, something wrong with you.
And you could have been in a relationship with several toxic people.
Yeah.
But you're still the problem, because why are you constantly choosing and attracting these
toxic motherfuckers?
toxic people? Yeah. I had to reflect on that myself, because I'm like, well, and when I start doing that self-reflection, things started to
make sense.
Yeah, and it started.
You gotta listen to that shit, because hurt people hurt people. Hurt people attract hurt people.
Absolutely. And then
ain't no nigga that's healed and in great space in life finna come fuck with nobody that's just fucked up.
Yeah.
You talking about jacked up?
Because when you
I like being like the R-rated version
right.
of the side.
I love
she
it.
said jacked up. I ain't heard motherfuckers say jacked up in so long.
Fucked
up.
Since the 90s.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even realize I said that.
That brother dude is over there. That brother dude is jacked up. Nah,
brother
that
dude.
nigga fucked up.
That brother dude.
That brother dude. That nigga fucked up.
I do curse. Y'all hear me curse, but I try my best not to curse. Yeah. So I try. When I get around you cussing mother lovers, like it's like hanging out with Bernie Mac.
Mother lovers.
Gotta bring it out.
Right.
Some of my bitch.
Yeah. I I love Bernie Mac.
Some of my bitch.
I can sit up and hear him cuss all
Hey,
day.
it's literally like of the whole Face the Music show, we really got like, you know how you got the angel and the demon.
Yeah.
We really got that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this show is.
It is because you always stirring up.
I like to
stuff.
balance y'all niggas out, man. Y'all need that, man. It's like a
The happy lady and the bad guy.
There you go. Like, it's a refresher though. Like you gotta just let it
literally,
out.
no.
Sometimes.
Look at your names. It's Miss Happy in Trouble. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
goddamn, like,
yeah. See,
Look.
yeah, we gotta let it out. You know,
Let it out.
you gotta give a motherfucker every now and then. She complained that I cuss too much. You know, and we have small children. You know, and I cuss at them daily.
Oh no, man.
They gotta learn how to cuss for when they get to
No.
school, when they away from me.
No.
My son's gonna be a great cusser.
No, I can't
So
say
when
this.
So when he in school cussing the teacher out,
He better not.
you're gonna see, we made it talk. We got it.
Yeah.
Now look, so yeah,
He better not.
if you do that, right?
And look, that mic ain't even on. That shit across two mics.
better
That shit made it to your mic.
I'm saying
He
that-
better not.
Hey, she the one that don't cuss, and
Oh no, she cuss too, but she don't cuss like me.
If that happens, she gonna be like, "Hey, he better not do that. I'm gonna whoop his mother."
Right, that's what right.
If we ever get a,
But yeah, you don't wanna create that pattern for him, man,
Yeah,
where he does
yeah.
that, cause like what do you do then?
Yeah.
How do you correct that after he learned that from you?
just teach him how to use it. When
no.
you gotta know
He
when to
gonna
hold
be
him.
like he gonna
They
be
got-
like Kevin Hart's son.
Listen,
My mama said.
hey, but you know what though? What I've learned in public, well, he ain't in DP yet, so it don't matter. But even still, what I learned in school, you got to be quick on your toes and sharp with your words. Really, that like I learned that in school. Like I would tear a motherfucker up. Like niggas didn't want to fight me in school because I had already had the battle won with my mouthpiece. I done already talked you out your game.
That's what
Nigga
made
already-
people want to fight me. Cause
Niggas didn't want to fight me because I was just so cold with it. I would make you feel this fucking big. So don't fuck around and find out.
That
I'm
is
gonna
so
beat
funny.
your ass too. On top of that, so it was kind of like, but my son, he is very very spontaneous, man. He's so just out the fucking clear blue. Like
I love that picture that you
Oh.
posted. Was it
the
on
bread?
Father's Day?
Yeah, that was
That
beforehand.
was-
It was
Oh
beforehand.
my God, that was so cute. I
Man,
was
he
like,
liked
that's
that.
But and
That
guess
was his
what?
idea. I told him no twice.
But guess what? That is so normal because your son
Yeah.
is how old now?
Just turned 5.
He's
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
It's some 5-year-olds that's just not still in that little innocent space, and that's
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah, nah, this little dude, boy, he's a fucking character. You think Kevin Hart funny? I got a pocket size. Even though Kevin Hart pocket size, I got a pocket size Kevin Hart. I caught him that shit the other day. I said, he said something. I said, cut the stupid shit out, Kevin Hart, with your little funny ass. You always wanna, cause he do shit, and then I noticed that he'll do shit or say shit, and he'll look around the room to see the reaction he get. And then if y'all laughing, then he do some more stupid shit. I'm like, oh, you think you funny?
It's like my daddy
You
used
think
to
you're funny? I
tell
get on his ass, but
my daddy used to tell my brother because my brother is a comedian. He was
Yeah.
doing stand up for a minute and then he
Yeah.
stopped. But he used to tell him like, "You lucky that's funny, and
Yeah.
you better be a comedian, mother."
facts.
He used to
facts.
cuss him out. You better be a
Facts.
comedian. Oh, I'm gonna whoop you.
And I be teeter-tottering that because, sometimes you like, that's that gift. I don't want to deter you away from it. But like I said, you got to know, just like a gun, you got to know when to use that motherfucker. Right now ain't the time to be funny, nigga. I'm serious.
Right.
Now, when I pop your ass and that frown,
them
that
guns.
smile turn to frowns,
Right.
nigga, I told you stop. So
And
you
last
just got
thing you say-
to, let them know when to use it.
He hell.
Me, I get on the podcast, I use mine whenever I want to. I'm like this all the time. I get on the internet, I be up 6:30 in the morning on people's nerves.
So
I bother at people at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Bitch get on this Facebook and say some stupid shit. I'm gonna follow it with some more stupid shit. Nigga get on there and say some stupid shit. I got you too, nigga. I enjoy it.
I used to have them days where, man, I'd be up for, man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up live for 3 hours. and shit.
I remember
that.
I remember
that. Yeah.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm talking to y'all like y'all wasn't
Yeah.
there.
Like we wasn't there and shit. It would be after our show. We would leave. This nigga come go live and
get
just
on
be in the
Facebook.
camera like, yep. Put the number up and shit. Call in. I got some shit to say.
Right.
For sure. It'd be like that though. You know
But-
what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
Let me ask this last question to give them some good tips. for the show today. Because, you know, we say smart stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Semi-smart stuff, and then some stupid stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
So, what are some good tips on staying healthy in all aspects of life, as far as just mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying, emotionally? We're talking about preserving ourselves. And I love when you said learning how to say no, because that's a great tip right there. Just learning how to say no, reflecting on yourself daily, and I'm gonna say this: doing the work.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck in a routine, or get stuck in a routine. Don't get stuck in a routine. Yeah.
That makes sense. I think you gotta find you
An outlet.
That's the word I was looking for. I was gonna say a relief. I'm like, that don't sound right. That sounds stupid.
It sounds sexual.
Like that shit is so fucking important, man. You know what? And a lot of men find refuge in little shit, right? Because men are simple. Men are simple. You know what I've learned. You know from just being a man, obviously, and being around them. I feel like I'm special. I'm a different kind of nigga. I don't subscribe to the regular shit that they do, but certain shit like that bothers women, like for instance, a nigga playing a video game, right? You would rather your nigga sit in the house playing a video game out versus going to the club entertaining bitches. For some niggas, that's their relief. Getting outside of their household. Now that's when it becomes negative. It gets scary when you gotta go outside your house to find relief.
Yeah, absolutely right.
It's a problem there.
And
it's a problem there. Like, man, when you got the niggas is always in the club, always in the streets, always here, there, and everywhere. It's because there's a problem at home. A nigga not comfortable at home. The minute you're not comfortable in your own crib, and you got to go find a relief somewhere else, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like little shit, like nigga playing a game on the phone, chilling, but he in the house in front of you. Leave that nigga alone.
My outlet is my little
some
games
people
on the
ain't
phone.
happy unless they're mad about some shit.
Yeah.
Right? How many times you heard me say that shit, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like we live in the day and age now where you look around, I don't give a fuck what a man does. It's wrong. Like we got the memes out now.
Everything
right?
gay.
Listen, right. If a man uses an oven mitt,
he's gay.
And shit.
I can't
like,
stand that. I can't stand it.
You can't do nothing.
So on Father's
you can't
Day,
do nothing, can't say nothing, just whatever.
You gotta do whatever she tell you to.
No, it ain't even she.
And then if you don't do it, she wants you to do it. When she wants you to do it, like then you're wrong.
Gay.
But you know what? It's not even she, because I hear the guys on there trying to dictate how other guys. Prime example, it was
these are the ones that are pandering to the women because they want fanfare from the women who are pandering to the women.
I hate them niggas. I always get on their ass too.
But is that not kind of too
what
pandering just to?
No, but that's just
going along
just
to get
a
along.
dude.
Going along.
Yeah, that's a dude that never been around no girls, don't know how to interact, don't know how to do nothing other than just like them. The niggas that meet a chick and instantly come out of pocket like.
Listen.
Shit, we can do whatever you want to do. Like, yeah, them niggas is gay. Them the gay niggas. Don't even know how to interact with a woman.
But the picture was a man and the little boy was little. He was young, maybe about your son's age. Mm-hmm. And the little boy kissed his dad on the mouth. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh,
that's weird.
Everybody, but I don't think it's weird especially by him being that young. You know what I'm saying? Now he should. And I've seen this. I have seen it with older ones. Yeah. And that seems weird to me, but I'm not going to tell a father how to father their child.
You know what? I stay out of them arguments too.
Right. I stay out.
Because I can never tell a motherfucker how to love on their kid. Because with my son, with my son,
who's to say what's too much love and shit?
Man,
listen. His tongue down his throat.
I am. When it comes to my son, I am overly affectionate. Every time I see my little dude, I'm kissing him on the forehead.
Within your comfort.
I'm hugging him. I'm picking him up. I'm showing him love. I'll be like, we'd be in the car driving. I'll be like, Daddy. I'll be like, Daddy, man, guess what? He be like, what, Daddy? Like, he think he finna go somewhere. I'm like, no, Daddy love you, man. Daddy, I love you too. Thought you was finna take me to Chuck E. Cheese, nigga.
I'm like that with my son. I tell my son I love him all the time. I'm overly affectionate with my
son. But I make that, like, that's always been a thing for me. Like, I want to be a pillar in his life.
Right.
I always want him to look back at his childhood and be like, man, if nothing else, like, you know, God forbid something, you know, knock on wood, something happened to me, he can be like, man, my daddy love me. My daddy love the fuck out of me. Like, every chance he got, he told me he loved me. But I would never kiss him on the mouth.
But you
and I love him. And he came out of my balls.
You're affectionate.
He came out of my balls, but I wasn't kissing him.
You're affectionate towards him within your comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mark
is your standards.
Right.
Yeah.
Mark,
and I don't
Mark
like nobody else. It's just not with
because some men that just won't do that. They won't say
what I have a problem with, right? Even though granted I wouldn't do it, I have a problem with people who look at that situation and sexualize it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. That's my point. How are you sexualizing that?
That's weird. But there are weirdos. Now, those are usually people who's encountered weirdos.
Yeah, I'm about to say, these are people, right? These are people who encounter, or maybe are real weird recovering, should we say it like that, weirdos themselves. Yeah. And they look at that and they want to just, I guess, make a spectacle of it. They want to make a comment about it.
I didn't see anything sexual about the picture.
It's not.
And people were
it was the same type of a situation, right? It was maybe a couple of years ago, and it was a dude from Detroit and his daughter, right, that went viral. And it was a couple of pictures.
Yeah, I remember that.
She had her hand.
I think they were you know how people
reunited.
They was redoing a picture, wasn't they?
No, they weren't. No.
Oh, I thought it was that one.
I think it was her birthday.
Something like that. Yeah, he was kicking it with her.
It was just some pictures, and he was kissing her on the mouth, and then
one
of them he was leaning over and kissing her on the lips, and she had her hand like kind of wrapped around his head. And they all like over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they
it was
sexualized
like it was some kind of intimate type of a kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what though? But that's because that's how kissing is introduced to so many of us. Like I remember our first kiss, or your first kiss when you first kiss a girl, how y'all go hide behind the bush or hide behind the tree, or you know what I'm saying?
Man, in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it was always like with us, like I'm telling you, in the 90s, motherfuckers was hypersexual. Then the motherfuckers.
I was just about to say
motherfuckers in the 90s was horny as hell. I remember growing up in the 90s and everything was Daisy Dukes,
very
booty cheeks hanging out the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
But there was recently also the situation where the dude, it was his, I don't know if it was his biological daughter or his stepdaughter. When they came out and you see the family pictures, and this dude literally had his hand in between her legs.
Yeah, you don't do that.
But
with the on the family picture,
especially if that's your stepchild.
But then it came out that he was actually sexually molesting.
But that's a clue that that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to see something, and these are not just things that happen across the board. These are isolated incidents.
Yeah.
But you can't overly sexualize it. But everything that we've been programmed to see, listen to, has us all hypersexual.
Hypersexualized.
I think in this day and age, the same discretion that me and Trouble have about, and that not only because I think we feel the same way as far as that just being a personal thing. Like I'm not gonna kiss my son
on the mouth,
But then on top of that, we just live in a day and age where you have to have the discretion to understand the kind of perception that that gives off to the world. Not to take pictures of that and post it, and then expect to not have to defend. You know what I'm saying?
That action,
don't take pictures like that. So if you're gonna kiss your child in the mouth, that's something that you do in the house when ain't nobody around. That ain't nothing you gotta keep. You know what I mean? But don't take pictures of that and post it on social media.
Because then that's when it get creepy.
You know what that looks like.
Because it's almost like you. Like I said, it's almost like you seeking validation. I gotta show the world that I love my child so much that I'll kiss her on the mouth.
Well, everybody, you're looking for attention until you get attention that you ain't looking for.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you where I get what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you. But in this day and time where you can just be walking down the street, minding your damn business, and be in somebody's video, people's always videotaping and taking pictures of you without your permission. Like we live in a daily paparazzi.
Not me.
I
think
you
probably 2019.
You on TV right
look,
now,
2000. But look though, if you go through my Facebook page, I think I probably uploaded a picture last time like 2019.
No, you don't upload the picture, but
like,
you can be
I don't
part
subscribe
of,
to that shit.
But you can be part of.
I don't.
Niggas take selfies and shit.
I don't do that shit, bro.
I know do the like would it be like 3 of them, like the pose, taking 3 different poses in one outfit. Like the collages and shit like that.
That nigga different.
What are you doing?
That nigga different. He probably light skinned.
I don't agree with that either. That is so weird. So Mr. Moral Support said, and we done went way past what we were talking about, but Mr. Moral Support said, I don't agree with women calling kids fine. I don't like that either.
You know what? I had somebody said about my son. Your son is sexy. I'm like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's a little too much.
That's weird.
You know, listen, you want to say cute? Cute is for puppies and kids.
Handsome.
You know, he cute.
Man, but then the thing is, I got on some
nice
of my
looking
Facebook
little
friends when
boy.
I first posted my son. So to my little boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
If I say that about your daughter, then how do I look?
Nah, I'm R. Kelly, bitch.
Right.
I say, she is just beautiful. Then my little girlfriend, hey, girlfriend. And now you a fucking creep.
Right.
That's a double standard, though. Because it's just, it's just your stance, your presence. I got on my mama ass about that. About, when my baby was first born, this is our only grandson, so she used to kiss him on the mouth. And I was like, you know, the first couple times, it was kind of cringing. It was like, for me, it was like, don't do that.
Right.
But I didn't want to take that away from her because, you know, it's her first experience. So I'm like, you know, she just loving on him. By third, fourth time, like, Ma, don't do that no more. Don't do that shit no more. Ma. She like, what? Don't do that shit no more. I don't like that. Like, something about that I don't like. Don't do that no more. You know, so, you know,
What
again,
up,
it's you can't really control how a motherfucker love on somebody. And I get it because it's just the purest form of love. Like, a child is the purest fucking form of love. I put up a status the other day. I was like, man, you never experienced love, pure, like, true fucking love until you had a child. Because kids love you through everything, just like a dog. DMX did a video about this. He was like, a dog could jump on your counter, eat your food, whoop-de-whoop. You could beat his motherfucking ass. You could be knocking this nigga over the head. You could have him over the shoulder. But when somebody knock on the door and that doorbell ring, the dog get right into protection mode.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to look out for you. Like, and he was like, yeah, we'll get back to this ass whooping later, but let's go see who the fuck at the door. And that's kind of how it is with a kid, man. A kid, like,
unconditional.
It's unconditional. Pure fucking love. So
unconditional.
That's why it's so difficult to tell a person how to love a child, because some people have never, ever, ever experienced that love in their life.
And that's why I say it should not be hypersexualized. If you see something that look creepy, like when you say the guy with his hands, that's obviously creepy. Yeah. But other things, just chill out.
Yeah. And I said that, and that's how I proposed it. I was like, you know, I didn't make her feel like a weirdo. I was just like, nigga, you ain't even do that with us. Like, we don't do that. Like, I'm just like, it's just not something I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
And
you know,
it's your child now.
My
so
kid,
now
like, kiss him on the forehead.
You're in charge.
You know, give him a kiss on the forehead. And she respected it. She was like, okay, no problem. Boop. I give him a kiss on the forehead. I give him a hug. Grandson. But yeah,
I'm
don't
kissing
do that.
them cheekies. I'm a cheeky kiss.
Kiss my little nigga on the mouth, nigga.
Give me the chicken.
You know, I hate to have to scrub with your ass. I love you, mama.
Yeah, I don't want you kiss. I don't kiss my niece on the mouth, but she give me kisses, and she kissed me. She only kissed my son.
I remember an old lady.
I
said an old lady. Like one of my great grandmas trying to kiss me on the mouth before, and it felt nasty. Even then, it's like,
she ain't got no teeth in her mouth.
Slapping and shit.
Like my niece.
Yeah. Let's keep love to hugs.
We about to wrap it up, man. This has been great conversation, great flow. I love y'all. Listen, make sure you preserve yourself, y'all. Take a daily reflection of yourself, and if it does not serve you a positive purpose, do away with it. I love y'all. This is Miss Happy. That's Mr. Trouble over there, and this Black Mark, and this has been Face the Music.
Warning.
You are now tuned in.